Welcome to our online transfer orientation for our psychology department. This is all of our contact information in regards to advising. The good news is by seeing this online, you'll have access to this whenever you need to. But it's just letting you know where we're located in terms of what building on campus, our main website, and phone number you can contact with that. Then for our advising staff, it just shows how we do the breakdown for main campus students, which is all of you. We break advising down by assignment based upon your last name. So depending on your last name, that will determine if you're working with Randy, Carrie, or Shelly. If you ever decide to move to the fully online program, Jamie's who you would work with. And then Melanie supervises all of us in advising and also helps with advising students as well from time to time. We offer 2 degrees within our department for our undergraduate students. We have the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and the Bachelor of Science in Psychological Science. In terms of deciding which degree might be a best fit for you, there are a few things to consider. First and foremost is thinking about what is this degree preparing you for in terms of your next steps for your career or for graduate school, then ultimately leading to the career that you're trying to go for. When thinking about the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, it's really preparing you to go out there into the real world working directly with people in some format, whether it's in behavioral health setting, social work setting, maybe law, government work, business, education, things like that. So if anything, we'll see students after they graduate go directly into those fields depending, or some might require a master's program in counseling or therapy or non-research oriented graduate program, law school, things like that. The Bachelor of Science in Psychological Science, it's much more aimed in the science and research portion within the field. So it's really helping you become a researcher in an area that you're passionate about and wanting to add depth to the knowledge base of. So in terms of careers, it's going to be a lot more research focused in health, medicine, or science intensive fields. And typically this is preparing students to go on to a PhD graduate program. Some other things that might help you decide which is a better fit are just some of the additional requirements. The foreign language, math, and science requirements vary between the 2 degrees. For the Bachelor of Arts, there's more of a second language requirement at a 4th semester proficiency, whereas for the BS degree, it is less at a 2nd semester. For the math requirement, the Bachelor of Arts is a lower level math with Math 107 or 112. The Bachelor of Science has more math required in it with Math 113. In terms of sciences, all students are required to take general education courses, science emphasis courses. Bachelor of Arts students are just taking general education courses, so really broad topics covered here. You don't need any background, placement, or things like that to get into these courses, and they cover a lot of information. For the Bachelor of Science degree, instead of taking general education science courses, you're taking specific lab science classes. So you're taking chemistry or physics with the affiliated lab in addition to biology or human anatomy and physiology with those labs as well. And then just some other things to be aware of. For our Bachelor of Arts, there is no pre-major, so you just start off right away as a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. It does require a minor for that degree, so that's just something to be aware of. Whereas for a Bachelor of Science, you actually start off as a pre-major in psychological science, which usually takes about your first 2 years or so, and you have to finish our first 6 courses and have a 2.0 cumulative GPA and major GPA to be admitted. And once you're admitted into the major, which again is usually about your junior year, give or take, there then will also start to be a program fee at $200 a semester. This degree does not require a minor, however. In addition to advising as our main focus, we also teach courses for our students. One that you might be interested in is our Psych 396C Preparation for Graduate School. This course teaches you everything you need to know about applying to grad school and the different components of the application that are a part of the application and essentially what you need to keep in mind to be a strong and competitive applicant for the graduate program that you seek. Student engagement opportunities. We really encourage our students to seek opportunities outside of just the typical classroom, to start building experiences, to inform what you might be interested in, to help build your resume, which will then help you be ultimately more competitive for graduate school and then or just going straight into the workforce. So research is one opportunity where you can work in a research lab as a research assistant. This is really important for graduate school if you want to go on to a PhD program. There's also internship opportunities where you're working in the community, and again, also important for graduate school or employment. In terms of graduate school, usually more so at the master's level is what we're looking at. There are a few ways you can work with us in advising. First and foremost, we offer 30-minute appointments for our students that you can schedule online through a system called Trellis. So you can pick a time that works best for your schedule to meet with us. In addition to appointments, we also do a few hours twice a week with drop-ins where you can come in, drop in, and speak with an advisor. It may not be your assigned advisor, but at least this way, if you have a last-minute question or something came up or have an emergency, you can talk with one of us who can help you. This can be really great, again, if something is last minute, or if maybe there aren't appointments available or the ones don't work with your schedule, and waiting a week or two to talk isn't really an option. This can be a nice way to get things done a little more promptly. We're happy to work with our students via email as well. We ask that you reserve email for general broad questions. The more in-depth your questions tend to be in terms of making a grad plan for when you can graduate and things like that, those we typically will ask you to then schedule an appointment just so there isn't any misunderstandings or miscommunications that can sometimes happen back and forth in email. We also have a lot of useful information on our psychology websites. And then lastly, we send out emails to you through a listserv. So essentially what that means is we send out one email that can go to all of you. So it's a way for us to communicate with you about what's going on with our department at the U of A, events, research, internship opportunities, and other things going on in the community around us. Something else to keep in mind, if you were admitted into the Honors College when you applied, you'll want to be aware of a specific psychology honors curriculum that we have. This curriculum starts for all of our students the fall of their junior year. So depending on how many units you had coming in as a transfer student, this process might be starting sooner rather than later for you. So be sure you talk with your academic advisor about this to see when you need to start planning to take the curriculum courses for this. Another opportunity we have for our majors is an International Honor Society in Psychology. It's called Psych. To be admitted into it, you do have to apply, and there are specific requirements you have to meet in terms of GPA and a certain amount of psychology courses completed. If you decide to apply and are admitted into the club, it's a really great opportunity to get to meet with other students in the major for networking purposes, to network with guest speakers as well. There are leadership experiences, and they also do community service, so this is a great opportunity and something you can put on your resume. You'll be meeting with a psychology advisor virtually to review your transfer credits and to plan your upcoming schedule. We look forward to helping you soon.